lot. I mean, you know, from biological to cultural. I mean, you know, evolution is not a way of unifying. That's Disney's problem. You see, I mean, you know, if you really think that the question is to sell Mickey Mouse all around the world, I mean, you know, sooner or later Mickey Mouse is going to have different eye profiles, it's going to speak differently, it's going to be absorbed by the localisms in which we all kind of spend the time around. I think that I just want to thank you. I had no idea what was going to happen today. I don't know if most of you did. But I think it's a wonderful thing to have been part of this discussion, to meet friends that have been in contact over such a long period of time, to hear different approaches to how this thing works. I think that I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, read about it, because it's really, difference is like the greatest thing in the world.
Well, I know some of you have not been to Japan, and that's really a shame, because Japan is one of the most beautiful countries that you could go to. It's beautiful both in terms of the physical self, the culture, and the lovability of the people. And so take that opportunity, and not right now, I think, but go to Japan. Go to Japan and really enjoy a lovely place.
Well, I'd just like to thank Motoko Shiboji, who, as far as I was concerned, was one of the main people who put this all together while she was 7 or 8 months pregnant. So I think just a round of applause for Motoko.
Well, I think the benefit of this is to obviously provoke discussion and thought, which I think this certainly has. I'm not sure, I think it's a little early to understand its full implication and to come to any decisions. I mean, thinking about solidarity and events, I earlier referred to 9/11, and certainly our reaction to 9/11 was the worst possible reaction, and we probably learned nothing from it, speaking for the United States. So I'm sure Japan will perform much better in response. That's for sure. And but I think but it's obviously one shouldn't respond or come to any conclusions too quickly. Certainly, I'm grateful for sort of being here and thinking about it, and Les and Rafael and Cliff and I, as the sort of outsiders here, have spent a lot of time in Japan with each other, in fact, and over the last 20 plus years, and hopefully we'll keep doing that.
Sure.
And look forward to that and meeting new friends. So thank you very much.
I would like to make some comment about the technologies. If you have any problem of their building or construction quality, whatever, you in the company recommend us to take a scientific approach to solve the problem. And under this kind of a process, you start believing their scientific approach is mighty. You can solve any problem. If you have any problem, take scientific approach. That's, unconsciously, this kind of philosophy is imprint in our mind. And but this time, it made me the kind of philosophical change. Somehow, I do believe the power of the technologies, as an employer of the company of the technologies. So I really believe the possibility of the technologies. However, at the same time, we need to accompany with the nature, of course. This is quite simple conclusion, but this is something what Japanese culture maintained through the history. And because I got the modern education after the World War II, I somehow believe the scientific approach is mighty, but this time I start changing my philosophy of scientific approach.
まず最初に私のスピーチで申し上げたように仙台メディアテイクにたくさんの関心を持っていただいた人がいたということをとてもまず嬉しく思っています。
First of all, as I mentioned in the earlier, I was very happy to know that many people was interested in caring about what happened to Sendai Mediatheque after the earthquake.
仙台メディアテイクはストラクチャーっていうよりむしろ建物が非常にリピーターも大きくて仙台市のシンボルになっている。
Sendai Mediatheque has a lot of repeaters who come to the facility, and it is one of the symbol for the Sendai city.
で訪れる人たちは非常に建物でくつろいで非常に自由に快適なスペースを楽しんでいるように見える。
It seems like all the visitors are enjoying the space inside Sendai Mediatheque and relaxing and being comfortable inside.
ストラクチャルエンジニアの目標っていうのはもちろん構造の安全性安心を確保するのが一番重要なことですけども、それ以上に大事なことはそのような建築空間を作り上げていくことである。
The most important thing is to, of course, the structure and the safety is very important, but maintaining that kind of comfortableness and a good space for the people who visit the facility is the most important thing.
僕たちは少なくとも建築を作ることに携わっているものですから、一般的な社会的な制度だとか政治的なことはちょっと置いといて、まずそういった建築を作るそのための方法論、それをやっぱり追求していくのが今我々ができることじゃないかと思っています。
What I think we can do right now is to set aside a little bit of social, the regulation, social infrastructure or political stuff, but more as an architect to think about how to create that kind of comfortable space for people is what we can do right now in this situation.
金沢の21世紀美術館でもやはり同じようなことを考えてデザインをしてきました。
The 21st Century Museum in Kanazawa, when I was involved in that museum, we were also thinking about the similar things.
我々が建築家として社会に何ができるか、それを僕らがそういう具体的な建築で答えていくのがそれぞれの立場の仕事だというふうに僕は思っています。
What we can contribute to the society as an architect is something we need to continue thinking about and what we can do right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last closing comments. Motoko will stand up with, or two people will come to the. Can you fit?
I'll try.
Oh, you want to come?
Oh.
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming tonight. I really couldn't sleep for a long time after I heard about the news of the earthquake. And I was thinking, what could I do as a pregnant woman to do something about my country from New York? And I just couldn't think of anything. But at the same time, we were planning on a panel discussion. Well, we actually started planning in January, and we were actually gonna plan for something about Japanese houses. But then this happened, and we thought that this would be a great opportunity to, I guess, raise our awareness of what happened and think about what we could do as an architect in New York City. So we planned it. And I really thank I really want to thank everybody who came here tonight, and also all the speakers tonight. And I would also like to thank Consul General of Japan, who supported this program, and all the sponsors, Japan by Design, Toto, Hilton New York, Sapporo, Itoen, and Daiei Trading. And also, I also really want to thank everybody at AIA New York who supported this program, and Global Dialogues Committee who has helped organizing this event. Thank you very much. And we are collecting donations for Japan Society. So if you could kindly, all of you who are sitting on the chair should have the donation form. You could just pledge, or if you have a checkbook, which I kind of doubt, but you could write a check, or you could write your credit card information, and there's a donation box in the hallway. So if you could do that, that would be great. And thank you very much.
Yeah.